We all have different preferences and mindsets and I guess hand gestures and reasonings of why we like things. I've just been chilling on this nice Saturday day that you guys can clearly see, the one I'm pointing at. And we have a lot of things that shape us in a certain way. And I'm going to kind of reflect on those specific times where I made that decision and why. Let's talk about music, for instance. I would honestly say before 6th grade, I was leaning like an idiot, dude. What is this? Like my music preference was a lot of my family, obviously. So and that's still stuff that's embedded in me. Don't get me wrong. Like Buju Banton. Let me play some Buju. Let me play some Buju. Like Michael Jackson, I don't know, just early 2000s dance hall music, like Jamaican music. And then from my sister, I had like Justin Timberlake, and I had Black Eyed Peas, because like Monkey Business, I think that was the name of their album, early 2000s. Like that's like one of my favorite albums to this day. So there are a lot of early influence there. And I remember I was in 6th grade and we had this music project. We were supposed to pick an artist, find out all kinds of stuff about him. And while looking for artists, I stumbled on a band called Fall Out Boy. And I think the first song I heard was The Takeover Breaks Over. I was so impressed, and I was like, this is the music I like. So Fall Out Boy, they were for sure that defining moment of like, this is my music, this is what I like. Infinity on High to this day is like top 5 albums of all time. Fall Out Boy was really that first band that was like, boom, this is what I like. So I need to get some B-roll footage of me skating, but I'm more sore than a freaking jackrabbit on a stick, so I'm just gonna get really, really basic skate footage at Tank Skate Park, which is this little, rinky-dink skate park. So here we go. Talk about skateboarding and fashion. They kind of go hand in hand, 1 and 1, 2 and 2. They go together, because when I got into skateboarding, I was in 6th grade, and that was a really big turning point for me, because I no longer had, goodness gracious, I no longer felt like I had to do, team sports necessarily. Like, they're cool, but I no longer felt forced to do football, to do baseball, soccer, things that people sometimes told me I should do. I was like, skating is fun. This is creative. I can be however goofy I want. I can be serious. I can do whatever I want. So skating in 6th grade, that was a huge point for me, because it was really, once again, another decision of like, yeah, this is sick and I'm gonna do it. I don't know, fashion is huge, and it's changed throughout my life. And for instance, like shorts back in the day, like they had to be below the knees or they were trash, but now I'm freaking wearing shorts that are above my thighs, and I can thank Childish Gambino and Tyler, the Creator, for having a huge influence on my fashion. So as a human, I feel like there's always going to be that little part of me that does care what people think, you know what I mean? Like, especially initially, but I don't allow that to kind of steer my decisions, you know what I mean? So that's something I had to learn, especially early high school, is that people will think what they want to think, but if this is what I want to wear and this is what I want to represent, then gosh dang it, that is what I'm gonna do. Those are some important landmarks in my life, and I think it'd be incomplete without mentioning, my salvation and my faith in believing that Jesus Christ existed and that he died on the cross for my sins, and that I have nothing to do with my eternal salvation other than the fact that it would be me who accepts him into my heart, and me having that faith. So I think that is an ultimate turning point, because it's not just being thankful eternally, but it's knowing that I can live a life and a life to the full on this earth and just be a vessel. This life is not mine. So